everyone, and welcome back to the SnodaCast Season 3, Episode 2. We are glad to be back this week, and of course, I am joined by a whole lot of people. We cannot have any SnodaCast without the insignificant dumbfuck himself, Joe. Hi, Joe. How are you doing?
Well, I'm doing fan-fucking-tastic.
That's phenomenal. I love hearing that. Of course, we're also joined by my second-in-command, the lovely Alto 97 baby, aka Miranda.
Hey guys, glad to be back.
Yeah. And of course, we're also joined again by Lewis, aka Diamond Assassin.
What's up?
And of course, we can't have any SnodaCast now, in at least the last few episodes, without Gallows. Unmute yourself and introduce yourself. Gallows, you're muted, buddy.
Great
I did something real
intro.
quick, actually.
Yeah. All right. Well, we are also joined by Shadow.
What's up?
All right, and we also have a relative newcomer, Tyron, aka Binks.
What's up?
All
Thanks,
right.
sir.
So, for those that are returning guests, which is all but one, we are going to go back into, well, what we always do every beginning of the SnodaCast. We're going to ask the age-old question. How's everybody's week? All right, so since we have a lot of people, I am going to go ahead and try to figure out. So, we're going to go Tyron, Shadow, Lewis, Gallows, Joe, and Miranda. And then we'll end with me. So,
We always end that.
That's lit.
all right, so
That's
Tyron,
my response.
how was your week, buddy?
I'm gonna give you one word. Gay.
Fair enough. That is one way of putting it, for sure.
I've been working all week. Okay.
That is fair.
No.
That is fair. All right, Shadow, how's your week, buddy?
I've been good. Unfortunately, I did lose my job.
Oh no, I'm sorry to hear that, buddy.
Oh, Jesus.
I might be going back to Whataburger though, so it's better pay.
Fair enough.
Free food. Let's go.
Free food,
Yep.
fair pay, absolutely.
Use code Shadow at checkout.
To get a
50
discount, to get 50% off your order.
Patty milk.
Absolutely, we'll start a promo with Shadow. All right,
I'm sorry.
Lewis. No, you're good.
Chill out, please.
Lewis, how was your week?
I can't complain. I'm alive. That's all that matters.
Sound is
Still
overpowering.
here.
Sound not overpowering, Miranda?
Yeah, no, it sounds perfect, is what I'm saying.
Awesome, thank God. You made me worried. Lewis, what were you saying?
I said I'm alive. I think that's all that matters. I'm here. I'm still here.
Only
with
y'all's
me.
volumes got.
So
Yeah, that's good, buddy. I'm glad to hear that. That is definitely something that we would definitely 100% want. Absolutely. All right, so Gallows, how's your week, buddy?
It was going good until I got sick today.
Oh no, that's not good.
rip.
Absolutely.
Fucking throat was sore this morning.
Evie will send you hugs.
Evie will send you hugs.
Morning
Absolutely.
in my throat, too.
Fucking had to throw up. Fucking my head was feeling like it was on fire and shit.
Did you go drinking?
Yep. Migraine.
And every time I sneeze now, my whole fucking shoulder, from shoulder to shoulder, now hurts.
Yep.
Like,
He got the
like-
Rona.
Sneeze so hard about your
He does got the Rona. Yeah.
I hit my old age. That's what this is.
No, the flu Rona.
The flu Rona.
That's what they're calling it.
Florida.
That's what they're literally calling it, dude.
I know, that's the crazy thing.
Or the
The
variant
flu
recorded.
Rona.
Yeah. But yeah, buddy, we're sorry to hear that you're sick, man. And we hope that you get better. All right,
I gotta go to work tonight.
Oh, that sucks, man. I hate to hear that. But hopefully it doesn't suck too bad, right? Now, I'm probably going to regret asking this question, because usually I regret asking this particular person any question.
You might as well.
Joe, how's your week, buddy?
How was your week?
Uh-oh.
Well, it's been about a week since I've been back, and honestly, nothing really. Just the recreational purposes, just in Chicago. for
Waiting
like,
for brace for impact.
recreational therapist
You
has
might
been
get
kind
Calvin
of
in the
in
morning.
Chicago for like a week now, so
Oh, okay.
by Thursdays and everything. And I just haven't been up to much, because, you know, like, January, you know, everybody's getting back into their habits.
Yeah.
But, PLDR, not a lot. I made some resolutions for this year that I'm probably most likely either gonna break or keep, depending on who you ask.
Fair enough. This is why I refuse to make whatever the fuck they're called.
Resolutions.
Resolutions.
Yeah,
This is
you
why I
don't- I don't make
refuse to make resolutions
resolutions
every year. Yeah.
anymore. I just do it. If I'm gonna be committed to it, I might as well just go do it instead of just making plans of it.
I was
That's
at
kinda my
doctor
thought process,
Wednesday,
yeah.
and I'm
From day one, I already failed my resolution. I said I'm gonna cut fast food out. Here I am eating nuggets for dinner tonight.
I mean, no.
Hey, man.
No
I didn't make
Bro,
one. Every
when
time
you
I
live
make
with
them,
family,
I don't blame them.
when you live with family, bro, I mean, like, I already said last year I was gonna eat healthier. That failed tremendously,
I
because
had
yeah.
Krispy Kreme while I was down there.
But the best part is my
Holidays.
mom wants me to eat healthy foods.
yeah,
No, that's not happening.
no, it's
Yeah.
not. I work in fast food. There's no way I can eat healthy. I'm still eating fried food, even if I
Well,
don't
my
put the
free
batter
food,
on it.
If you're working in fast food,
Yeah.
it's fast.
All
it
he's
should be
telling you
free
was
then.
chips and
Yeah.
stuff about Canes.
Yeah, I know. You guys constantly torture me with canes. Anyways,
Chips
Yeah.
was
Good.
it is good. I'm just saying you guys constantly torture me because I work at Canes, and then you send me Canes related stuff out
Hey,
of spite.
half the time I do it, I show me my support for you and your
No,
job.
I get it. I completely
What
appreciate it.
am
I'm talking about
I,
the rest of
uh,
these fuckers. The rest of
Wait,
these
you work at
motherfuckers.
Cane's?
Yes, I
Only
work at
reason
Cane's.
It's something I'm not.
He's been working at Cane's.
Is it
I
good?
don't know what
Gallows,
this is.
where have
Sound
you
like
been,
chicken.
bro?
Is
I've
Cane's
been
good?
working at Cane's.
Is Cane's
I-
good though?
Yes,
I worked
Cane's
like,
is good.
3 days
Yes.
at a Walmart.
It is
Yeah.
good.
That's not good.
It's
I
not.
bet
It's not. Look, it's not the greatest. It's not the best. It's just flat out good.
Yeah, it's something I would recommend if you've never tried it, but it's not something I would always recommend. You know what I mean?
You scored me
bland.
some, like,
I did.
you
I
don't
did
want
score
to
you
do
some.
chicken-
Hey,
They put
If you can't
coleslaw
get
in
Chick-fil-A
your
because
food.
Sunday is
Bro.
closed, go to Cane's.
Yeah,
Toast
that's
and
essentially
salt
what
and all
happens.
that.
Yeah, we get all
I'd
those
rather get
conservatives
Sprite
that
is
want to go
bland,
in
there's
there.
too much ice.
The conservatives that are upset that their chicken place is closed, so like ask her to order at
Anyway,
Cane's.
we're way off topic.
We are. So Miranda,
There's too much
how-
ice in the drinks, sir. Y'all need a lesson on that.
Bro, we have okay. So if you go and look at your little cup, there is a sunglasses on the regular size and the large size. That's where we're supposed to fill up the ice, unless you ask otherwise.
You know what? Just keep. I'm gonna just say no ice. There's no drink. All of it is ice. But that's how I'm drinking.
It's because apparently everybody loves our type of ice, and I'm like, I mean, yeah, it's good to crunch on, but like,
Yeah.
I'm not always wanting to crunch on the freaking ice. So I always put like a very
I want
little
an
amount of
ice.
ice.
I hate having ice on in my drink. It's like,
I
okay,
get,
'cause I
like,
almost
half
choked
ice
on the
normally.
cubes.
But
Yeah.
my week,
They're not even cubes.
Bro.
It's just broken.
Hey, all right. So Miranda, how was your week?
well, let's say we went back to we started work back. So as y'all know, I'm a teacher. So we started back with a work day on Monday. Tuesday
Please.
went in.
I'm
Wednesday
begging you,
and
I'm
Thursday
lying.
was
Don't be so
sick.
loud.
Friday went in even though I was sick, and yeah, lost most of my voice. Obviously, it's still not fully back.
Mm-hmm.
In the back pocket.
I'm here. So
Blame calm yourself.
This man over here is
how was
geeking
your
right now.
week?
Mm-hmm.
How was your
We're
week,
getting to
Christian?
that.
Oh, my week? My week has pretty much been, of course, obviously, for those that can't tell, I did get a haircut. It's a choice, for sure, definitely for sure, but
Is it a choice?
You're gonna,
is a
you're
choice.
gonna feel that.
it's a
You're gonna
choice.
feel that cold. You're gonna feel
Oh,
that
is it
cold
because
when
you
it
want
hits.
Joe, there's no I'm gonna any about that. I've already felt the cold, so you can kiss my hairy ass. Anyways, that being said,
Shaving that first before I do that.
yeah, okay, yeah, well, I'll totally do that. Anyways, that being said, my week, of course, I got a haircut. I finally saw the freaking new Kingsman movie, so that's good. It was actually really good, honestly. I even got to try AMC's Statesman drink, which was not bad. It's an old fashioned. I mean, they added ginger ale with it, so that was kind of cool. But that being said, I've mostly just been working. That's
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 all you can do for right now.
Yeah,
we're in the middle of a pandemic. You need all the money you can.
I start school here in the next week or so, but I have been berated by a particular fellow co-host that refuses to show up, but apparently he wants a freaking shout out. Teddy says hi, y'all.
Damn it, Teddy, where are you?
Yeah, well, he's actually apparently working, but you know.
Where's the third in command at?
Anyways, that being said, we do not have a now showing tonight because the only thing that's really out right now is the 355, and nobody wants to talk about it, and most people don't even know what it is. I saw the trailer when I saw Kingsman. It looks awful.
The trailer looked kind of cool.
Honestly, the 355, I feel like
trailers are
it's a rip-off
always
of Ocean's 8. Honestly.
Yeah, it's essentially it's trying to be a Bourne movie, even though the Bourne movies are like done. So yeah, that was kind of my whole point. But we do have some really exciting official news, so we're gonna go straight into topics tonight.
This ending finally.
Yeah. Anyways, that being said, our first topic for tonight is it's official. Sony has officially announced that we are getting Amazing Spider-Man 3 with Andrew Garfield, and I just wanted to talk about it because I'm geeking out. I am so proud that Andrew is finally getting something that I think he really deserves a third movie. I don't know if he's going to get any more than that, but I think he definitely deserves a third movie just because there's so many ways that they could have left it off. Yeah.
Dude,
I really felt like I think he left on like
a
not
very
like
sour
a
note.
sour note, but
Yeah.
well, more like just left out in a sense.
Yeah,
That's what I'm
and
saying.
that's where I genuinely, and I'm happy that like he didn't just come back for a paycheck in No Way Home. Neither did Tobey Maguire, but like Andrew Garfield did steal the show. So we're gonna keep it relatively vague because Binks over here has yet to see No Way Home, and I think Gallows
I've yet
has
to
well.
see it.
Yeah,
See,
and
go
Lewis. So
But I mean, I kind of figured that they were all gonna show up. So I mean, it's been blasted for
Yeah.
who knows how long that they came out.
the worst
So
kept
I'm
secret in
surprised.
Hollywood, obviously. But yeah, so that is good. I'm happy, and he honestly did steal the show, and I'm glad that he is getting a third movie. Now there is something that I could talk about, but that would require a line spoiler, and it's not like a big thing. But Andrew did reveal the reason why they did not say "I love you" back, because apparently he improvised the "I love you guys" line. So they didn't know what to say. So that's the real. Well, yeah, no, that's the real reason why Andrew and Tom, or Toby and Tom, did not. They're like,
Do you guys
That's
think
great.
alcohol might make me feel better?
I would say codeine would make you feel better, but unfortunately, you need a doctor's note for that. So, with that being said, any more thoughts, comments, concerns on Andrew Garfield finally getting an Amazing Spider-Man 3?
I think it's
That's all I can say. I'm ready for that movie to come out.
Absolutely.
he deserves a
I just
second
hope-
chance because I think the director's kind of dominating Amazing Spider-Man.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
really hope they do a better job in handling this movie than the previous ones because I feel like he just at least deserves a redemption on just playing Spider-Man one more time or whatever they have plans for him.
Yeah, no,
Do you
I
think he's gonna
100%
be-
agree.
Do you think he's just gonna go back to trying to be in the Marvel universe somehow? Is he just trying to?
I think it just depends on how Marvel is gonna go along with everything that's happened
Also
so far.
Sony.
I mean, sure, it's
Well,
pretty
since
Sony,
it's the multiverse is inside the movie,
Yeah.
it basically is in the Marvel universe. So
Basically, that
that's how they
means
can run
anything in the multiverse is technically canon in the MCU. Meaning, the Toby films are technically canon in MCU.
Joe, you keep going fuzzy.
Yeah, buddy, you do.
I can't do anything
Good
about that.
night.
Okay.
We're gonna bring it up. So technically.
Oh yeah, that's because I keep
Fuzzy
That's
G.
because I keep not sitting up.
Good.
I'm like doing like the.
Sorry, say what you're gonna say.
decline and
technically
Shadow.
The first MCU film.
What's up?
Toby was the first one in the MCU then.
Yep.
Technically, yes.
Technically, yes.
Because that is the first time we see Stan Lee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like the quickest Stan Lee cameo ever, but yeah.
People keep
I think-
saying that it's not MCU, and it is.
So would that mean all the Sony movies that had superheroes are all canon then?
Technically, yes.
Yeah.
So I will say this: I would love it if in Andrew Garfield, if Andrew Garfield becomes a Spider-Man of like the Morbius and Venom universe, that would be pretty cool. In my personal opinion, I genuinely think that would be cool. Yeah. No, I agree. That would be interesting to see, for sure. So also, by the way, if you guys are seeing a lot of like volume changing, I didn't do that beforehand, and now I'm making sure that everybody's got about the same amount of volume. So
It's my microphone, which decides to boost or go really low.
no, it's mostly Discord. Like I'm talking about Discord audio. So we're good. Not everybody was at the same level. Some people were at 100, some people were really low. So I'd change that. But that being said, any more thoughts, comments, concerns on Andrew getting a third movie?
I mean, I haven't heard anything really other than the fact that it's, he said he wouldn't, mind reprising his role. That's the only thing I've heard. I haven't heard that it was confirmed.
It just got confirmed like today, like at 5 o'clock is when I saw it.
I was gonna say I looked up and I
Still
couldn't
can't find anything
about it.
It's
No.
probably on
Okay.
Twitter, because Twitter is where.
Well, no, I
everything's
checked
at.
Twitter too.
Twitter?
That's my
Stay
main
off.
That's
source.
where I got
Twitter
my
first,
that's where I got my notification saying it's official. So Andrew is getting it. Use the
It's
exact same
probably
photo I used.
hashtag.
Probably, yeah. I mean, there was a petition to give Andrew his third movie. So
Well, no, they have, but like they've also said that the whole reason that he didn't get a confirmed third one and it was canceled to begin with was because of how poorly the second one did.
well, yeah, but now everybody's in support for him to do one more because they showed. Well, okay, slight spoiler, I guess. They do tell you that Andrew essentially, he said, when I lost Gwen, I went dark. I eventually got to the point where I stopped pulling my punches. So
Well, yeah,
that's an interesting universe that I would like to see him. Yeah.
No, I'm not saying I wouldn't love to see that. I would
Yeah.
love for him to have a third one.
But I think
it's
that's why
what I'm
everybody's like
saying is
behind
I
it
haven't
now.
seen anything really.
It's about to start killing people as Spider-Man watch.
Well, and
Well,
that's why a lot
also-
of people are saying that maybe he might be in the Morbius universe because in that Morbius poster, I mean, granted, it is the Andrew suit, but I bet you that's misleading, and it's actually it is the Toby suit, but I bet you it's misleading because I bet you it's the Andrew suit in the actual movie, and then they're gonna reveal because they have pushed back Morbius. They pushed it back to April, I believe, which is enough time to get Andrew to do a cameo. It's enough time to film and edit and put in all the effects and everything to get Andrew to do a cameo. And honestly, I'm telling you right now, I think that's perfect. I genuinely think that's a good idea, just to have him be like, oh yeah, this is our separate Spider-Man. So,
Yeah. No, I
yeah.
don't disagree. I'm just saying I just want to hear more information about what it's gonna be
I think it'll blow over
before
like
I
the next day.
get
So
too
I mean,
excited about it.
Yeah.
by tomorrow you should probably have like a few videos on YouTube, people speculating and talking about it.
Well, that's
Yeah.
what-
Waiting
Because
for
I mean,
Critical's
just
video to come
came
out
out
about that.
today, so and it's still fresh. So I think, and it's probably from the timing. It's probably late, so people are probably gonna do it later on.
Hey,
I bet you there's going to be an official release. Yeah. I bet you.
I apologize in advance for my sister always yelling in the background.
No, you're fine, buddy. It's all good.
We
If
have
need be, I
Joseph
can
just-
lower you down a little bit. Yeah.
I could bear the pain because I'm a
But-
barbarian.
that being said, that's also why I have the background music as well. That being said, if you guys are ready, we can go ahead and go into our second topic.
Let's do this.
Yep.
All right. So our second topic is the Queen has broken tradition. Her
Oh.
immortality is at risk. She has given Daniel Craig a high honor that is usually reserved for actual spies for his portrayal of James Bond.
Hi.
Let
So-
me make a comment about that one.
Go ahead, buddy.
Does that mean he's officially now a spy in her eyes and now all of freaking Britain? Wouldn't that be funny?
That would be hilarious,
Wouldn't that
but
be
no.
funny?
That would be funny.
Because
but no.
there was someone saying that now that she broke tradition on someone that plays a spy, people
Yeah.
are going to assume he is now inducted as a spy in her eyes since she broke tradition. But
Ah.
I don't know why the Queen Elizabeth would even break tradition in the first place, because now I guarantee you there's just going to be a downfall of crap from there.
Oh, for sure. But you also got to remember the woman's
more
like pushing
likely-
her 90s, so I'm sure
More
she's not
likely,
all that.
they said that she did it. More likely is because of the fact that she can, because she's
Yeah.
the queen. She does what the fuck she
Do
wants.
whatever I want.
Yeah, pretty much. That's kind of the whole point. Yeah. But as I joked
That's
before,
correct.
I do think her immortality is at risk now that she has broken tradition.
Mm.
So.
I'm
We'll see
taking
here.
away your respawn chip.
Absolutely, but yeah, I just wanted
All
to
the
bring this
quick-
up as a little thought experiment. You know, just it's gonna be a quick topic, but I just wanted
As
to bring it
long
up.
as, the supply of tea of British
In
is
that
inexhaustible,
comment
hmm
they're
I
immortal.
kind of feel like
What's up, Shadow?
Is anybody taking it from her and giving it to Betty White?
Oh my god.
She's dead. It's too late. That's
Okay,
all I can tell you.
So I will say this:
It's done.
this is a joke, but it's also kind of facts. If 2022,
immediately cancel.
oh, what's up? What's up, man? It's good to see you. It's good to see you, Pat. It's good to see you, buddy. Patrick's in the comments. Miranda knows who I'm talking about.
Crazy? Shit.
Yeah, but that being said, so this is a good joke, but it's also kind of truth too. If 2022 is good and like all fine and dandy, we all go back to normal. Betty White died for our sins, and she is the new savior.
Oh,
Oh
Jesus
my
Christ.
god.
Wow,
If we get banned,
Yeah.
if this gets banned,
I might
we're all going after Christian.
Ah, it's my
That's
baby.
what
You
it's
guys
at.
can
to
you guys
recheck
can kiss my
Bible
ass.
Slightly.
I'm gonna pull a queen. It's my baby. I can do whatever I want here. Anyways.
Back to that topic, though, that since she broke tradition, do you think
Yeah.
others will
Certain
follow suit on that?
Mr. Christ is gonna be like,
I don't know.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I mean, we'll see, because the whole point of, like, you know, being royalty and doing whatever you want, you essentially have no rules. You have like a certain guideline, but I mean, you know, it's inevitable for someone in royalty to like break and change the rules and bend the rules the way they want it to fit
Yeah.
their needs. So
No,
Well, they
I agree.
also,
Yeah, Prince Harry was
with-
treated like shit.
with the
and
royalty,
that's
they have to go through
inexcusable.
Parliament. At least in the UK, they still have to go through Parliament.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's already been proven. It's already been proven. Just because she has to go through Parliament doesn't mean shit. She still gets final and last word on everything.
No, I
Yeah.
get that, but
Yeah.
still, you have to.
She
go-
just can't make laws, but she can give anybody that she wants any award that she wants to give them.
We're talking traditions, though. Like, I don't know
Yeah.
what other leaders. I know most of them are not like the Queen,
Mm-hmm.
but like let's take, a different country for example. I don't know how Saudi Arabia does it. Let's say they break their traditions to follow suit, and then everyone else starts breaking their little rule book because, quote unquote, they can. That's gonna be a recipe for disaster for sure.
No, I
For
freaking
sure,
would
for
go
sure, yeah, absolutely,
to
yeah.
hell.
Yeah, but
Okay.
before we get too
already seen
political
it.
on this,
Oh,
Before
I can
we get-
actually do this. They
Yeah.
start doing it.
yeah. Before we get way too political on this, because this is going to be a slippery slope, I'm going to make sure that we
Not
just
the-
avoid this
Oh,
at
yeah,
all
let's keep
costs.
going.
Yeah, let's go ahead and go
Next
into our
topic.
next
As soon as I
topic.
start, man, I
Yeah.
don't stop.
Yeah.
topic.
Let's go ahead and go into our
Next
next
topic.
topic. Speaking of Spider-Man No Way Home news, this is not official art, but the artist that does the concept art for all the Spider-Man movies, the Tom Holland ones, has come out and done his own personal artwork on what he thinks the symbiote suit, the black suit, would look like on Tom Holland, judging by the fact that it is Tom Hardy's Venom. and he gave us some concept art, and it actually looks pretty fucking dope. Not even gonna lie.
I love it.
Oh yeah, it looks fantastic. So I just this is another one that's probably gonna go really quick, but I just wanted to talk about it, like how good it looks, and I genuinely think it looks fantastic. So yeah, I'm super pumped to see if we actually do get this, because I mean they tease it. You know, you would think that, yeah, it would. If not the next movie, I think the movie after should be it.
Yeah.
Like I don't think his next movie
teased
needs to
Venom,
be.
so I mean,
Yeah. I've already said
No, I
what my
think
plans
it's
for the
gonna
next
be,
3
like,
Tom
not
Holland
the
movies
next
should
one,
be.
but the one after that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't think
The
that.
second to last.
Yeah.
Let's hear.
I've already said, thank you. I've already said how I want to do Tom Holland's new trilogy, whereas and honestly, I have changed it a little bit. I think that it should be basically, the next movie should be not really a Peter Parker movie as much as a Spider-Man movie. This is where you can introduce Black Cat, you can introduce, all these other people, because it's mostly him focusing as being Spider-Man instead of him being Peter Parker.
Peter Parker.
Because nobody knows who
They'll
Peter Parker
Cameron
is.
as Black Cat.
So I genuinely think, now if you want to cast Black Cat, I personally think, and you can fight me on this, I genuinely think it should be someone in their mid-20s to maybe early 30s to play Black
Okay, I'll
Cat.
go audition for it.
But do they have to be? Do they or do they not have to be a natural blonde?
No, you can fix that with wigs.
mean,
and also Black Cat technically
wait,
wears a wig
Please
sometimes
trust me.
anyways.
I'm not a natural blonde, but I look
The
different.
white
Yeah.
hair.
The
Yes.
white hair, yeah, you can make it a wig.
Yeah, Black Cat has white hair, doesn't she?
She does, but
Yeah,
it's a
she
wig. Well, in some iterations it's a wig, in others it's not. Now, I will say this.
Hashtag
I
vote for
personally,
me.
as much as Miranda would have fun being flirtatious with Tom Holland, I personally think it should be me.
confused
No,
Black
I'm kidding.
Cat.
No, I'm kidding. Anyways.
Make me be Black Cat.
Make Shadow.
I can't say I know anyone
Come here,
that.
Spider.
Hi, Spider.
I don't know. I think.
No, I'm kidding. But yeah, I genuinely think.
I don't know.
I think that a lot of
Like-
I'm super pumped that a lot of Cobra Kai actors are starting to get Marvel roles, and DC roles,
Yeah.
because the guy who plays I forget his name, but he plays Miguel in Cobra Kai. He is actually going to be Jaime Reyes, or I forget the last name. He's going to be Blue Beetle in the new Blue Beetle movie.
Reyes.
Oh,
Yeah, it's Jaime Reyes. He's going to be Blue
You
Beetle.
had, you had it right.
Yeah, so I just know that there's another Jaime. He plays Spider-Man 2099, or he's Spider-Man 2099. I forget what his last name is, but anyways,
I think it's well deserved for them.
yeah.
I'm
So
surprised they
Jaime
haven't
Reyes is going to be played by the guy who plays Miguel in Cobra Kai, and also
literally, you could put
Dallas
half
Young.
the cast-
Yeah, I brought this up I think last week, or no, I brought this up last night. Dallas Young hasn't been
Oh, yeah.
officially casted, but he's one of the newest characters in Cobra Kai season 4, and he's a really good actor. I think he's good. He might be casted as live action Miles Morales in the Tom Holland universe.
He's gonna need to grow up a little bit.
He is, I
Yeah,
agree.
gonna need
He's
a
definitely
little
going to need to
I'm
grow
not-
up, but
that doesn't mean
I'm
I'm
just
not.
saying, like, you can still introduce him, have him play a cameo, and then wait till like another 2 movies. Like I said, still think the second movie maybe shouldn't be him meeting Miles Morales, and like he can still meet Miles, and then Miles gets bit by the end of it, like kind of do what the PS4 game did, where Miles does get bit, but it doesn't really get revealed until the next game. So I think maybe you can introduce.
Spoiler alert for those who haven't played it yet.
Yeah, the game's been out for like
And have
3
it.
years. Like, but
I
yeah.
played
Well,
Spider-Man.
I'm
yet?
sorry, I just got a
And the
PS.
comic.
Oh, sorry.
Jeez.
Yeah, my bad, Miranda.
Alert.
It's a really okay. That's like not the biggest spoiler. If you see No Way Home, it shares some similarities to the PS4 game. I'm not gonna tell you how, but
No Kingpin, no.
no Kingpin, no. But no, there's Kingpin
No
in the
SUV,
game.
man. I don't.
No,
SUV,
and
man.
yeah, no. If you want Kingpin, he's in Hawkeye.
Yeah, he is an okay.
I just want
Being
a
a regular
recognition of.
But anyways,
I don't know how
back
you
on
look
topic.
like in-
Yeah. Oh, go ahead.
You know how you look like in friggin'
The game.
Spider-Man.
Oh yeah.
Not the game, but what was the animated movie called, man? I forgot.
Oh, Into the Spider-Verse.
Is it Spider? You know how he freaking literally was the size of the SUV?
Yeah.
Let's just make him look like that for the rest of I just want his neck, like here,
Yeah.
his shoulders all the way up here, and just him walking towards you at the very end of that movie.
This is how it looks. Like he's just literally like this. He's just square.
He's always ready.
He's a
to square
Roblox
up,
character.
literally square
He's a
up.
Roblox character.
Well, he-
He's got those
just
Roblox
hit him
shoulders.
once, all you hear is. "Oof."
Oh, no.
But anyways, back onto our
back on
main,
topic.
yeah, back onto the topic. What do you guys think of this concept art? I would love it if
I
that's the
like
official look. Maybe less white vein. Because
sweet.
with the black suit, I wouldn't necessarily want it to be like just a Venom kind of ripoff. I love or hate Spider-Man 3. Here's how I feel about it. I genuinely
Here we
think.
go.
Here's the thing. I genuinely like the idea that it latches onto a suit and it just stays a suit for the most part.
Yeah.
Like he's able
I
to
like
take it
the
off
white
as a
veins.
suit.
I
I
think the
like
white
that idea.
veins is-
No, I like the white veins. I'm just talking about like I don't want the suit to basically like it's its own suit and it just like does like the Iron Spider suit. I don't want it to do
Yeah.
that. That's my problem.
No,
But-
I think if they
yeah.
do it correctly,
Mhm.
they will do it like they did with Tobey Maguire's, have it where it latches
Yeah.
onto said suit.
Yeah.
I think that would be the only correct way about going about doing it, in
No,
my
I agree.
opinion.
I 100% agree. Yeah. But yeah, any more thoughts, comments, concerns from you guys on this concept art?
No, I
I
think
have a
they
comment.
We
Who has
just
a comment?
Need to just wait more
Mhm.
for it to be ready.
Also,
I cannot see the concept art.
Man.
I seen a picture on Instagram of it,
Mhm.
but like I cannot see it.
Okay. Shadow, what were you saying?
his name is Miguel O'Hara.
There it is.
Spider-Man 20.
Miguel.
I knew it was something Hispanic. Don't cancel me for saying that.
Too late.
We already had 8
What?
viewers watch. It's just gonna shoot up to like 100 million and be like, oh my god, what the fuck did this
You
guy just
are.
say?
You are.
Hey,
Be
colonizer,
promoted Of the
Yeah.
V pass.
we'll hit
Thank
you with
very
that one.
much. I'll take that
Yeah.
pass right back.
Tom Holland starts repeating like.
Two
what
headphones.
Maguire
Okay, to
did
be
in Spider-Man
fair,
3.
to be fair, Miguel O'Hara was never really my favorite Spider-Man.
Have you read the comics?
I don't
I've
know
read
who
some
that was.
comics. Don't fucking comic shame me, you gatekeeper.
No. Whoa, okay. I was just.
I'll see it as
I
well.
was
Yeah,
serious.
we really should be
Oh,
moving
oh,
on.
okay.
Next topic, sir.
Okay.
Next
I
topic.
was
Next
just
topic.
legit I was just asking if you really read any
topic.
2099 comics.
I have read
Okay, with
some
that, we need to
2099
move on
comics.
to the next topic because
And we are moving on to the next topic because we're starting to get a little toxic. Not gonna lie.
Excellent.
Oh boy, we're going
You're
from
always
one
right.
controversial thing to another controversial thing. So
Great,
lovely.
excellent. I
How
love
I
this.
know. So love or hate it, South Park is getting another game. It is currently in development, and to quote our hungry Hufflepuff herself, who cannot make it unfortunately tonight, it's about damn time.
Oh,
I genuinely love the fact that South Park is making another game. Just because
I
I
hope
think
that-
they make
Yes.
really good games.
What I want to know this. What do you guys think the name is going to be? I want to hear everyone's ideas.
Well,
I liked
Second
your
one's
idea,
Smash Your
which was
Butthole.
the
I got another one. I
Yeah.
wanted to say the towers that rise.
towers that
if
rise.
y'all
Yeah.
know the towers that rise, and I hope y'all know the freaking joke in that one. I hope y'all don't let that fly over your heads. Because we had the fractured but whole, but now we have the towers that rise.
It has
So-
to do with the COVID special.
Oh yeah. Which, by the way,
Can I
you
be
okay?
honest here?
By the way, Joe, you asshole. They weren't on HBO Max. They were on Paramount Plus, and you're lucky my parents got it.
I told you that. You just didn't
What was you
fucking
gonna
hear
say?
me.
Can I be honest?
Oh, who left? Oh, we lost Gallows. Yeah.
I guess he just couldn't take it anymore.
Also, Teddy, I hate you. Continue.
Can I be honest?
Go ahead.
I have never watched South Park.
What?
What now, Steve?
I know that shocks a lot of people, but I've watched one of it, and that was the COVID-19 special, and that was forced to watch
COVID
it.
special.
No,
was-
you need to watch.
Did you not at least find it a little funny though?
No.
Really?
Remember this is the
No.
future.
Still watch the
we
original
we
before
take a
she-
few
No,
years
she
to-
probably watched the HBO Max ones. The COVID
No,
the COVID
yeah,
special.
Yeah, I know, but I'm
Yeah.
saying she should watch the first seasons, like the first few seasons.
Yeah, the first
that's
few
what got
seasons are
her.
hilarious.
Terrence and Philip.
Terrence and Phillip, yeah. Honestly, watch the movie if you want a really good representation of how good South Park
Yeah.
can be. The movie
Watch-
is really good. The COVID specials
which
are
movie?
it's really more like if you're already a fan of South Park, you're already gonna like it. If you're not, you're not
Well, I
gonna
mean,
like it.
All the new South
Kind of
Park
made me not want to watch it.
Mhm.
episodes.
Like, I mean,
were kind
yes,
of
there were a
more-
few funny parts in there to me, but it just
Mm.
wasn't something that interested
So
me.
back to this.
Yeah,
They were
back to the game.
modified.
Do you guys think it's gonna be like, it's gonna go straight from where Fractured Butthole left off, or do you think it's just gonna be another standalone?
I hope that they're all combined together. They should all be at least linked, like
Yeah.
from all three games.
Don't get me wrong, I would love another superhero based one because honestly, some of my favorite episodes are the Coon and Friends. Yeah, hold on one second.
You don't have to hold on 1 second. I'm getting
Oh, sorry.
quieten it up.
What is he
Do a
just
door.
throwing? Or he just throwing? You good, Chief? What was that?
They just
That
playing show.
was my
Hilarious.
dad. So, anyways,
What did
I
he
need
throw
to be...
at you?
Oh, he threw my clothes. My clothes. They're
Of
like-
course.
my work
Take
clothes.
a
Yeah.
shit, man.
No, he just threw my work clothes. I need to be quieter. Anyways,
That means be louder in French.
fuck you. Anyways, that being said,
I used to say fuck me and
Let's not
fuck
kill
you
that.
to me.
Yeah,
and
let's
say-
not
Okay,
go there.
okay, back to the game.
okay,
back
back to the game.
Back to the
Absolutely.
game.
Yes. No.
Tell you the secret I learned when the cavalry,
Mhm.
one off. Whichever one you talk to, you leave that on your ear, and the other one you leave behind.
Yes,
Rock.
sir. We're yeah, I didn't even have an opportunity to mute on that one. Anyways, continue.
I feel your pain, dude.
Mhm.
I feel your pain. I
I
just
know.
don't care half the time.
It's fine. You guys are more than welcome to laugh at me.
Dude,
Why?
like I'm gonna be
I
honest,
don't
like
know what happened.
I ain't gonna lie to you. My dad, we have a sound speaker. I know this is off topic, but we have like a sound speaker in the living room, and he'll blast that like at 3 a.m. But God forbid I yell one time.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
I swear
have thin
to-
walls. I have
Okay,
thin
Teddy, I'm
walls.
going to kill you the next time I see you. Shut the fuck up. He keeps texting me memes of whatever
So do
the freaking
I.
controversial
Hey,
thing.
if he
No,
can
no, no,
text
no.
you memes, he can be in the podcast.
Oh
Yeah,
God!
that's my point. Actually, Teddy, get your bitch ass in here.
You want to watch so hard? Why don't you join us?
Exactly.
You know what? I'm gonna declare. Say you don't get your ass in here right now and join the fucking podcast. You have no balls.
Watch, he's gonna join for like
You
5
won't?
seconds, say hi,
No
and
balls?
then leave.
No balls.
Do it, no balls. Absolutely. 100%. That being
His
said,
manhood is on the line,
I
apparently.
apologize
Yes.
in advance.
yeah.
That's
That being said,
roast each and every one of us,
Any more thoughts,
including Gallus.
comments?
He hasn't even said anything, but I know he's gonna roast him too.
Nah,
Just somehow.
What? What did I do?
I don't
That's what
know.
I'm saying, though.
we don't
Yeah,
know.
let's look in
You could
general.
just sit here, but if you're part of the group, you're getting roasted too. There is no question. That
There is
just
Oh
no
my god.
Look,
It's inevitable.
look. If you guys can come up with some really good ass roast,
Mm-hmm.
I might
That is-
accept them. But if not, I'm just gonna
Hispanic
call you out on
JonTron
Oh,
looking
God.
ass. Freaking
Okay,
Oh,
I've not
man.
made
it. All
that
right,
joke
all right. Back to
yet,
the topic. Right back to
but
the
now I can't.
Yeah, you're right, back to the topic.
exactly. Okay.
I-
Anyways, any more
Y'all
thoughts,
are
comments, concerns
really
A
off
on?
little
topic.
bit like John Trump.
And I
Yeah.
understand Christian's dad interrupting.
Yeah.
But, okay, back to our topic, which was what South Park.
South Park
The
new
new
game.
video game South Park is.
It is still
developing.
currently under development, but yeah.
And I did ask if it's gonna be a standalone, and I know he, and I know I was told that it should be all connected. You made a comment about it should be like a superhero,
Mm.
superhero kind of game.
I think
agree
it should
with
be
that, though.
another one of those. Yeah.
I think that was the most fun one. I think
Yeah.
was the fracture butthole, but I like
Yeah.
the jokes in it, and I hope they keep it going.
Yeah.
Especially when you try to skip the cutscene and Cartman just goes in. No, you want to watch this, dude. You want to watch this.
Yeah. I actually need to pick up a copy of that. I haven't fully played it all the way through. I played it
I
at a
have an
friend's
Xbox.
house, and I thought it was fun. But yeah,
And
no, I need to
also
get a
another
copy.
thing he would do, if you cheat, he'll call you out on it and just like make you play the game.
Oh dear
Like,
God.
there is no
enter a
question.
code to
Yeah.
fracture butthole. He's like, hey, Tom Brady, you gonna pull that shit?
Okay, I need to.
I was
to-
like, bro,
yeah.
that's gonna like embarrass everybody that's done that. I swear.
Yeah. Bro. All right, but
Alright.
anyways,
Shameless
any more
clout.
thoughts, comments, concerns on the new South Park game being in development?
We just gotta wait and see until they release the first trailer. And then
Absolutely.
Lose
Yeah.
our mind.
Yeah, absolutely.
Alrighty.
All right, on to our next topic, and this one is kind of a sad one if you are a fan of a particular actor's portrayal of a character. So,
I'm depressed already.
it is official. Ben Affleck will no longer be playing the Batman after The Flash. And apparently, according to Warner Brothers, is going to be replaced by Michael Keaton.
Oh wow.
He's kind of an old fuck now, isn't he?
Yeah, he is, but Michael Keaton
will
don't
officially
insult
be-
a good actor.
well, he
Don't
is
mind
old
it.
though. Like, I mean, yeah, I get
Uh,
it.
He
no,
portrayed
Matt, don't
Batman
insult
for
it.
how long?
Huge.
I really did like
I mean,
Ben
he
Affleck.
may be
as
an old
Batman.
actor, but he really portrayed him very well.
He portrayed a really good interpretation of, in my
What?
personal opinion, I would say Ben Affleck did a really good
The fuck?
Batman Returns. But beyond that, I mean, like, he was a good actor he was a good choice for it too. But like, most of his stuff has not been doing well. Like, okay, so it's really weird. Warner Brothers, it's only rumors right now, but apparently the Flash is supposed to end with the Henry Cavill will no longer be Superman. And that's the one where I draw the line where I'm like, okay, that one's probably not right because Dwayne Johnson is wanting to fight Superman as Black Adam, and Dwayne Johnson's going to get what he wants.
And maybe Shazam with Zachary Levi.
Well, yeah, obviously he's going to fight him. I mean, Shazam
heard
and
about-
Black Adam are going to be fighting their enemies. But that being said, they're also
Is
now
this a
Ben
movie
Affleck.
or is this the TV show?
This is
That's
the
my next
movie.
question.
This is
Okay.
movies.
Movie.
Yeah, this is movies. They are saying that all the Snyder movies are no longer going to be canon with this movie. So that the new Supergirl, they're basically their version of like the Capture Superman. Supergirl is going to take over as Superman in the DC canon. And
Why?
okay, they're going to keep
Why
Gal
would-
Gadot though. They're going to keep Gal Gadot. They're going to keep Zachary Levi. They're going to keep Jason Momoa as like their characters. However, Ben Affleck and Henry Cavill are gone.
Done.
They're done.
That's sad.
Oh, got it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I mean, it's Hollywood.
Godot.
I mean, when
It's
you put
pronounced Godot.
It's
stuff in
business,
Hollywood,
people. It's business.
Hit your peak of acting, they will just cut you.
Well,
Yeah.
and it's also
That's
because
kind of
the
a
Zack
sad reality,
Snyder,
too, though.
the Zack Snyder films. Here's the thing. While granted some of them were financial successes, they were not critical successes, and also audiences were fairly mixed
no.
on them.
I'm,
Aside
I'm
from
not
the
saying that
Snyder
you're not
cut.
Thing is,
telling the
though-
truth. I'm just saying
Yeah.
there's a certain limit that you do
Mm-hmm.
on a lot of things that you'll just get cut from after that.
Well, and here's the thing: is the sad part is that Henry Cavill genuinely wants to play Superman again. Like he
Oh, I know
wants to. He
that.
genuinely wants to, and like I said, Dwayne Johnson wants to. Dwayne Johnson really wants to fight Superman. They're not gonna make him fight Supergirl. That's sexist.
yeah.
Whatever.
The Rock
That's
also
about as
wants
political
it
as we're
when
gonna
that
get
happens.
with this topic. So, and The Rock
No,
gets what he
but-
wants to get. You know, that's the point. So, yeah, I just.
It's always been.
I know this isn't like part of it of anything, but do you want to see? Y'all remember the Joker movie that came out not that long ago
Yeah,
with
Joaquin.
with Joaquin
with
Phoenix.
Joaquin Phoenix? Do you guys want to see him play the Joker for longer with his performance as him? Like, in
I
that
think
movie
they
in
said they're
particular, or-
working on a Joker sequel.
Yeah, I could have sworn that they did.
Yeah,
did
I
say
believe
they
that
were
they
gonna
said
make
something
another
along
movie
those
like that.
lines, and
That man's
honestly,
gonna
I'm
lose,
super
have
pumped
to
for
lose
it.
all his weight again that he gained just
That's
for that role.
true.
Because
Though-
he did say he starved himself just to play that role.
Yeah, that's true. He is a method actor.
That's crazy.
I would say they might let him keep a little bit of weight because where Joker leaves off, he is institutionalized, and they might be making him eat.
Yeah,
So I think that he
And
might not have to
probably
lose
they'll-
as much weight.
Yeah.
and they'll probably like make it to where like it's more lenient of like, hey, don't starve yourself.
Yeah.
Because they're already. I mean, with the other Joker,
Heath
they
Ledger
don't
was
want to
way
have the same.
crazier.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
don't want to have the same history repeat itself of.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Just help.
Yeah.
We have now bumped down to 4 viewers. We were at max of 8. Just FYI.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
As
It is
long
what
as
it
we're
is, yeah.
doing it.
Yeah.
we do
It
it.
happens.
Dude, that's
I
the
mean, we
most
are
viewers I've
almost done
seen
though,
in
too.
months. Yeah, we're about halfway done. But that being said, I think I'm glad that they are keeping Robert Pattinson's Batman in its own universe. I'm glad about that because I don't want to see that version in this universe because
Yeah.
reasons. But I will say that Michael Keaton replacing Ben Affleck, not a bad choice. He's just going to be old man Bruce Wayne instead of
You think he'll need a
Batman.
walker?
no. He's not that old, dipshit.
Yeah.
Come on, man, Michael Keaton. We might have to fight Joe.
Yeah, and I'll let him. But that being
And
said,
watch.
any
I'll
more
hold
thoughts,
the
comments,
camcorder.
concerns on Ben Affleck
I'm all
being
through.
done with Batman after The Flash?
It's just sad, honestly.
First
That's
of
all
all,
I gotta say.
I
I'm
mean,
all
it's
for
Hollywood.
it.
Yeah.
I
Sick
didn't
boy.
his version.
What's up,
I really
Shadow?
didn't like Ben.
I didn't care for his version at all.
Okay. Gallows, what were you saying?
The same as Shadow. I really didn't care for Ben Affleck's version of Batman.
I will say
I
this: he
didn't
was
like-
the best part of Batman v Superman.
He was. I mean, he was.
Wonder Woman was.
I mean, don't get me
No.
wrong. Pulled a good Batman, but he just doesn't look right.
What are you saying? He's too buff?
It's
No,
the
it's-
fact that he
it's the
looks
suit.
extremely like fat.
Oh, he's at the point where he's so buff he looks fat. Okay, I get that. I get that to an
Like Joe
extent,
Rogan?
yeah.
He looks fat. Like
Yeah.
I know he's buff. I mean, no, I'm the only one that remembers the whole meme a while ago.
Mhm.
Oh, look who joined us!
Look who joined us after 20 minutes of us berating his ass to get on. Wow.
Oh my god. Oh Jesus, that caught
And
me
he
off
like
guard, dog.
Still has no balls.
That man came in.
Oh, and he just left again. Of course he did.
yeah, he
fucking
did.
Yeah, he came in and came out. He dipped out.
I told you that's what he was gonna do.
Oh, Jeez Louise.
Jesus. Anyways, that being said, any more thoughts, comments, concerns on this?
No.
All right, on to the next one.
Nope.
Star Wars Eclipse has a new trailer, and it's more or less the same. But I'm still super pumped for this game because of where it could lead. I'm interested
Honestly,
in
before
it,
we
yeah.
start, I need to kind of play catch up. What is the Star Wars Eclipse? I haven't heard of it yet.
It's a new
I'm gonna be
game
honest.
coming from LucasArts, which is LucasArts.
game.
It is a game, yeah.
It's a Star Wars game, and I haven't heard of it. That is a first one for me.
Hmm.
I know.
Jesus.
Yeah,
Same.
it's
Wow.
I haven't seen
yeah.
the
I saw it
trailer,
on
but I've heard
YouTube.
good things.
When I posted it, it was on YouTube when I posted it. I think
Yeah.
that's the one with that Sith Lord that has that mask on.
Yeah.
It's got like an old Republic kind of feel.
Yeah. Now I will say
Whatever happened
this:
to the remake of Old Republic? 'Cause
it's
I've
still
been
being
hearing-
made, but it's gonna be a Sony exclusive.
Why?
Are you
Don't know.
fucking kidding me?
I'm not. It's
In
gonna be
my
a PlayStation
opinion, in my honor-
They've been
exclusive.
saying that it's
I
going to
thought-
be PlayStation only.
At some point, I
since
want to
the
get
beginning.
PS5, but fuck them.
Yeah,
I hope it's just backwards compatible for the PS4.
me too. Or at least there's a digital version for the PS4. They'll
Y'all
be
seen
happy.
the rumors about Star Wars Eclipse, right?
What's up?
No.
Like so apparently there's a rumor going around that the Star Wars Eclipse might target a 2027 release date.
Fuck. I mean,
Yeah, it's gonna be a
yeah.
while.
Okay, but then why are they releasing trailers at this point? I mean, Halo. Look at how Halo did it.
They've released trailers for I've seen games have released trailers for a lot of the things. You know,
Yeah.
Dying Light's one of them. And then they pushed it back until now. I mean, Dying Light's years late.
That's fair.
Mhm.
Halo,
You know?
but that was for a different reason. This is a game that's being made during COVID, and yet they're gonna wait till 2027.
And they're also apparently working on 2 other games while they're working on Star Wars.
That's why. There you go. Isn't
It's,
LucasArts supposed to be
was
attached to
posted-
this though?
If it is attached to it, then you know full well they got the funding to do it. But I don't know why they're trying to work on 2 other games.
I think
At the same
LucasArts
time.
is supposed to be working on an open world Star Wars game, which I'm super pumped about because honestly,
That sounds
here's the thing,
Old Star Wars game.
bro.
That sounds
Open
interesting
world
as
Star
fuck.
Wars game. You know what I wanted it to be? I wanted to be a bounty hunter game, just because.
That's what
Like you
Far
can
Cry
still do
Especially
a
with,
Jedi
the
bounty
Book of Boba
hunter.
Fett being out too.
Yeah, especially with the Book of Boba Fett coming out.
Yeah.
And, like, honestly, yeah, like, I wanted to be a bounty hunter-esque game. Like, I mean, you could still
That'd
be
be
a
freaking
Jedi, you could still be a
amazing.
Sith, but you mostly are a bounty hunter. I wanted to be, like, I wanted to basically go Skyrim. I wanted to be, like, a Skyrim-esque thing. You get to pick whatever race you are, you get to pick whatever faction you are, you get to pick certain paths. Do what they kind of did.
That'd be
Easy.
amazing.
Okay, according to
And
Teddy,
I feel
yes,
like the whole-
LucasArts is attached to an open world Star Wars game. So,
And I feel like an open world slash, like, cause you know how, like, I don't know how many of y'all either played or seen Old Republic. I really like the way that they handle the game in general.
mm-hmm.
Everything through the quests, and I think that.
Well,
I
yeah,
think that's
definitely give it
same-
a Knights of Old
template.
Republic game or vibe.
Yeah, have like a same template of
Mhm.
like how quests were done and everything was done beautifully. I
Mhm.
think the free realm would just like complement it completely.
Oh yeah,
think you would-
100%. Yeah.
Oh,
Very
and
strong.
Since we're still on the game, I did mention that it's supposed to come out around 2027,
Mm-hmm.
and apparently, so according to a video from Tom Henderson, he claims that based on some information collected from a number of current and former Quantic Dream developers, the studio is struggling with engine issues for developing Star Wars Eclipse. So
Ah,
if that's the reason, then I can see why it's taken so long. Especially
yeah.
because it's still early. I'm looking at the trailer right now. The trailer looks freaking amazing. I ain't
Yeah.
gonna lie to you. It looks
But keep in
awesome.
mind
It looks next gen
that it
gaming
could
too.
get
It's
pushed
the
back.
same. It's the same thing with another game. I know it's not Star Wars related, but it's Hogwarts Legacy. Y'all heard of? Y'all heard of
Oh
it?
I'm excited
yeah, I'm
for
super
that
pumped for
game.
that. Yeah,
They
it's supposed to
have
come out
the
this
trailer.
year.
They even have some gameplay for it,
Mhm.
but apparently the release date they don't even know yet when they're going to release it.
It's
And that's what's
supposedly
killing
supposed
me.
to release
It's
this
supposed to be
year,
this
is
year.
what they're aiming for. But I would not be shocked if it gets pushed back.
But with E3,
Oh,
and the
it'll
thing we need to
probably
make a
100% get pushed back.
Yeah.
the thing is we need to like really talk about this year's E3 once it comes down to it,
Mhm.
especially
100%.
with all these
Yeah,
games. I want to know what they got planned in the future.
I'm
Yeah, no, I
always
agree.
on the ball with E3. I watch it just to be informed. Other than that, like I used to enjoy it. I just now just watch it to see what will get me excited because like over the past year watching E3s and stuff, some of them have disappointed me, and you know I hope that they do better in delivering. I know for sure. I think we just need to wait and see what E3 what they come out with.
Oh yeah, no, we'll definitely
absolutely.
kind of do what if those of you that have been here since the very beginning, which I think Miranda might have be. I don't know. I don't know if anybody here has been here since the beginning.
I wish I would have
the
been here since the
first
beginning. But
episode.
work, man.
I
The
was
first
not
episode we
in-
ever
I was in the
did.
second episode.
Yeah, you were in the second episode. So
way later.
first ever episode. We talked
Because
about
I wasn't
DC
invited to the
fandom.
first episode because I didn't know about it.
Well, you and I weren't talking at that point either. So,
What is that?
true.
Oof.
Fair enough. You can blame me for that anyways. That being said, so the first episode, we did talk about DC Fandom. And then when DC Fandom 2 happened, we did also talk about that. So I think that we can cut back on... I am thinking for E3, depending on what topics are, it might just be an E3 episode. Like, we're just going to talk about certain topics. So I think that's what we might end up doing. Don't be shocked if we do. But yeah.
We're back up to 6 viewers, by the way.
I did notice that, but about 5 of them
All
are
I can
us.
say that something that has been confirmed from the Game Awards, which we won't talk about too much, is that there's more to come for my favorite game that's came out, which is Cuphead, a new DLC and a new whole
More
region.
Cuphead.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Weren't we
I
supposed to
was
get a
wondering.
Cuphead show at some point on Netflix?
Yeah,
Like they had like
but
a
it's
teaser
far-
and everything.
It was probably backed up and delayed because
Probably.
it's Netflix and they have their ways. If they don't have it, if you don't have the show the way Netflix wants it, it's not gonna happen.
100%.
Fair enough.
Just
Oh,
like
wow.
Bird.
I see it
Just
here
like
too.
Bird.
Yeah.
With the Hogwarts Legacy thing, they said it's a rumor though that it's set to release for Q3 2022, basically this year,
Mhm.
or quarter 3.
Summer,
Yeah.
fall.
So around
We'll just
fall
have to
slash
see.
December.
I don't know. I'll be happy either way, and I'll be
No,
playing.
Q4 is
so
fall,
y'all don't
so
see
it'll
me
probably be
unplaying
around summer.
when it comes
Oh
out.
no, yeah, no, me too. Hopefully I have a PS5 by that point. I'm gonna be saving up for that, for sure.
If you don't, I'll give you one of those candles.
Hashtag Harry Potter fan.
Mhm.
Aren't here.
Same here. Doesn't really matter how I feel about J.K. Rowling. I mean, I'm still a fan of Harry Potter, but I don't give a dick about
We will talk
Fantastic
about
Beasts.
I
J.K.
can tell
Rowling
you
on
one
the
thing with
podcast.
music.
That we
you
will.
could like the song, but still think the artist is the singer is a load of shit.
Except for Marilyn Manson.
Yeah.
Wasn't Marilyn Manson part of?
Oh,
So I can't.
Here's the reason why you can't defend Marilyn Manson. You can still like the songs. I still listen to some of his songs. Sweet Dreams Are Made of These is one of my favorite songs from him. It's out of the 3 that I listen to. Anyways, that being said, Marilyn Manson was convicted of grooming children.
I've seen that, but let's not really get
Anyway,
into this.
let's go to a next topic.
Let's go to the
Next
next topic
topic.
before we end up in that territory.
Next topic.
Okay, so this is one I'm actually super pumped for, and I think anybody that is an Edgar Wright fan is also super pumped for. It is official. We are getting a Scott Pilgrim versus the World anime, and now the unfortunate part is
I
it
love
is
anime,
coming.
and I love Scott Pilgrim.
It is coming to Netflix, unfortunately,
Yes.
and that's my
And
only
a lot
Of
of
problem.
course,
with it.
and it's got killed.
All week.
Mhm.
All week.
I'll pirate
Everybody's
it
been
for you,
talking about it.
Christian.
Here's the thing: if it
I
was on
mean,
like
the
Hulu,
First time I heard about it was when
HBO
I saw
Max.
it on
It
the
should have
topics
been,
for
like,
the podcast.
actual-
Not gonna
Yeah.
lie.
yeah,
But then again, like if it's on Netflix, I don't have to deal with commercials.
it's true. That's what
Yeah.
I'm saying. Like, if it was on
That's the
HBO
only upside.
Max, if it was on Hulu, like I could see it working
But
there.
are they going to stand true to
The source material.
everything? Yeah, everything. I
Yeah,
think
that's
aren't there
the worry.
books of Scott Pilgrim? I
There's
think I've
mangas.
seen
It was a
books,
manga.
Yeah,
The
mangas,
mangas were getting
books,
written.
video games, all of that crap.
The mangas
It
were
was
getting
manga?
written when the movie was being written as well. Because Edgar Wright and
Yeah.
the creator of Scott Pilgrim were both friends. And he's like, hey, I'm working on this project. He's like, oh, dude, I could totally make this a movie. And he's like, all right, cool. So we'll release them simultaneously. So,
Yep.
yeah. Which is why
Even
there's
though some
technically an
people
alternate
write
ending.
with the movie,
Which is why there
Well,
is an
because the
alternate
director's
ending
cut.
to the movie, because the movie ends with him going after Ramona, whereas the manga ends with him reuniting with Knives and Ramona leaves. But test audiences didn't like that. They're like, well, he just spent the whole movie fighting for Ramona. He should go after
but,
Ramona.
what was the point? Yeah.
Yeah, kind of. And it's like, well, that's kind of the point. It's more like he learned his lesson to be less of a douchebag, and he went back with Knives. So,
Believe it or not, she's
But I mean,
Right.
they still did a good job in
yeah.
recovering that end. I mean,
No, I agree. It still has, I have to say, hands down, one of my favorite movie soundtracks.
it's still one of my favorite movies.
Yeah,
of all
Threshold is one of my favorite songs from there.
Black people
Garbage
don't say
Truck
that.
is pretty good. Garbage Truck's pretty good, I will agree.
Not sure
But
if I can make it to
Threshold,
the
something
end
about
of this
Threshold, man.
podcast.
Threshold, just, oh
Sex
man.
Bomb.
Sex
We are Sex
Bomb.
Bomb.
We are Sex Bomb, and we're gonna kick your ass. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah.
I love
Anyway,
I
have
love
to
Scott
call it-
Pilgrim.
I have to call it a night here because I'm trying to get real sleepy.
Buddy, you are more than welcome to leave.
Yep. Hey.
Oh wow, that's rude.
Good night, you little shit. Cheers.
Bye, buddy.
Wow.
Get
I'll
some
make it
sleep.
easy for him.
Oh, Miranda. Come
I didn't do it.
on.
He did it. I didn't do it.
Okay. I was about to say, come on.
But he did it.
Here, I'll do it. I'll make it easier for him. Immediately he leaves.
Because he doesn't want to be put in timeout anymore. Anyways, that being said,
Nice.
do you guys have any thoughts,
now that
comments,
the child
concerns?
is gone, we can
Yeah.
be an adult about this,
Yes.
right?
Any more thoughts,
Yeah.
comments, concerns on the Scott Pilgrim anime being done?
I'm
No.
just very worried because of Netflix. That's literally the only thing.
The only thing that will make me feel better is if Edgar Wright is attached in some way, shape, or form. Then I will feel
Better.
okay.
Otherwise, I am not watching it.
I'll still
I don't
watch
care
it
who's
just
attached.
because I
To me,
like
it
Scott
doesn't
Pilgrim.
matter who's attached to it. Long enough the movie comes out really.
I don't think it's gonna be a movie. I think it's gonna be a show. I think it's gonna be an animated show. But knowing
Yeah,
Netflix, they're gonna try to milk it though, because I
Well,
don't
they
think
milk
I don't see
everything
this thing
they
not
want.
getting like 3 seasons.
Yep.
Yeah. Especially if it's popular. Because look at what they did with Cowboy Bebop, and how bad that went.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I still
we don't
here's the
talk
thing.
about that.
I still give Cowboy Bebop enough credit because it is essentially a lot of its own thing. They brought back the original guy who did they brought back the original composer, and the original creator of the manga also wrote a lot of stuff for it too. So like they wanted to make it its own thing, and I congratulate it for that. And I
As
also
much
would
as
have
people-
loved to have seen their adaptation of the movie.
As much as people hate the live action, out of all the Netflix live action animes, that is the hands down best one that I've
Oh
enjoyed
yeah,
watching.
out of all the Netflix shit,
100%.
yeah, no, I agree. It's one of the most entertaining ones. I agree, 100%.
My brother, he keeps reminding me. He's like, they're making a One Piece. I'm like, no, I'm not. Doesn't exist. Does not exist because they're gonna butcher it. So.
I agree.
The,
One Piece is a little harder. To me, One Piece would be a little harder to do because
going
there's so many
after-
different arcs and there's so many different arcs of the show,
Yeah.
and it's just that I would not like to see my favorite anime get ruined by Netflix or anybody.
All right,
Yeah,
Shadow. What were you trying to say?
I'm saying that now. We all know that if they fuck it up terribly, there is going to be a horde, and I mean a fucking horde of people going after, myself included.
Yeah, I'll join you on that one, buddy. If they fuck up, were we talking about
Here's
the
the
One
thing,
Piece, or are we
it's
talking about the Scott
Yeah, the
Pilgrim?
One Piece.
Oh, the One Piece. Yeah, I
live
probably won't
action.
join you on that one.
because
One Piece is
right
one of
now-
those few animes
Oh,
I am
okay.
terrified to
Over.
start watching because of how much of a time commitment it is. That's the only reason why I'm terrified to start watching One Piece. Naruto
all I
is
can
up
say is
there.
pace yourself.
Dragon Ball is up there. Like, those are the holy trinity of animes that I'm kind of not wanting to start right now.
What about
because
Fairy Tail?
I started Fairy Tail, I never finished it.
You need to finish it because
Yeah.
It got way too episodic, man.
They
And I
just
just got.
announced another season.
I know.
I'm just telling you that right now.
I know,
The 100-year
and
the 100-year
Natsu
one?
is still one of my favorite characters, but like,
I don't remember, but I know they're adding another season on top of whatever they finished from the last season, which I remember.
but it's the same reason why I kind of started Black Clover, and then it's the main character got on my nerves.
I'm telling you, if you straight up, if you started watching One Piece, I would tell you, the specific arc.
Mm-hmm.
When you get to a certain point, I think you'll be fine. And you don't if you just take a break at a certain point, because there is a time skip. I will say that if you get to the time skip part, honestly, go for a break because at this point, we're almost close to being completely finished and
Mhm.
wrapped up with the whole entire anime.
So you're saying when I get to that point, take a break until the anime is done, then finish it.
Yes, because
Fair.
because there's still more stuff that they're trying to finish.
Fair enough.
So
All right.
They,
Well,
they wanted to finish it last year. The manga artist had said they were going to finish it last year, but I guess with COVID and everything, they really couldn't finish the Hero series.
that was probably it. Yeah. All right. Any more thoughts, comments, concerns on Scott Pilgrim being turned into a Netflix anime?
I'm extremely down for it, personally.
I am too.
I will agree with it being one of those that if they fuck it up, Netflix, you're gonna die.
I mean, it's already been dead. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
They got rid of all their stuff. So I mean, but no. In all seriousness, I think they just need to make sure that they don't screw it up, because there's a lot of people who really love Scott Pilgrim, the game, the movie, and the comics and everything.
Bro, I went out and saw the freaking re-release in AMC. I went out of my way to go see that in Dolby because I wanted to watch that movie, even though I only remembered like 20% of it until I started watching the movie. Then I remembered everything.
I do.
Well, no, I love Scott Pilgrim. There's a reason why I have a steelbook copy of it. I usually don't get a steelbook copy unless I genuinely like the movie, though. Granted, my thoughts have changed on Black Panther of how much I like it as a movie, not as what it is. I'm just talking about as a movie. My thoughts have changed on it. Shadow, you already know my thoughts have changed, and you already know what they've changed to. I still think it's a good movie. However, I do think it is an Iron Man ripoff. It's also still a very important movie, but that doesn't change it from the fact that it is essentially an Iron Man ripoff.
Wakanda forever.
Yeah. You know, rest in peace, Chadwick Boseman. Definitely one of the best comic to screen translations.
From where I live, so.
Yeah. So, like, definitely one of the best comics to screens translations, by far. Up there with Robert Downey Jr. as Iron Man.
The fact this man just scratched his head with a freaking pistol.
Mm-hmm. Yes, we are, because this is Shadow. If you're in here long enough, you get used to it. Shadow has like all these sorts of. He'll start scratching his head with a freaking knife at some point, and we just ignore it.
We just ignore it.
Yeah.
We don't.
I guarantee you, he just reached for it because I saw him move immediately.
Yeah. Yeah, he knows which knife we're talking about. But that being said, any more? We're gonna go ahead and go into our final topic for the night, and then we will go into Snoda Quicks. So our final topic for the night is. Hold on, wait. If we're going to be doing that. The next topic is...
Oh, God.
The Book of Boba Fett, Season 1, Episode 2.
Christ. Fuck.
You're welcome.
We're not doing AMS over here.
AMS?
Hold on, wait, because I think Faye is watching. Hold on.
Oh, no.
Hold on. Hi there. Welcome back to Black Chef 56 ASMR. Today we're going to be shaking a lot of dice in the fucking mic.
If she pops on and yells at you, I'm not saying a word.
Oh, if she comes on and yells at me, I'm just going to start laughing. But that being said, the Book of Boba Fett, Season 1, Episode 2, we finally get a little bit more... this one is primarily still a backstory episode, and I genuinely am enjoying this. Though, granted, a lot of the internet is not liking it because they're saying, "Oh, Tamara Morrison can't carry the show." I'm like, bro, this dude's been awesome. Like, let him carry the show.
I like
He's
him.
carrying it so
Been
far.
awesome.
Yeah.
The internet has always been wrong about shit, so I mean,
Yeah.
you give two shits.
But
I think
mean,
they've been doing a fantastic job.
Yeah.
I've enjoyed the 2 seasons the 2 episodes that have came out. I think they're doing a great job. The pacing is right.
Mhm.
Everything that they're doing is on the right track.
They're
I think
not
just people are a
overdoing
little
it.
bit too I think just people are a little bit too impatient, and they want things to just kind of
get action packed again.
People are
And,
they're
yeah.
impatient as all hell. But
I think once
may
the
have
show
not
comes
seen
out as
the
a whole,
episodes.
well, yeah, I will say this. I think once the show comes out as a whole, I think the internet will genuinely enjoy it. And I do still think it is a big part in thanks to Ludwig Gors. Ludwig Gor. I forget how to say his name. The composer. He also did the music for The Mandalorian, and he's really. I mean, dude, this score. This score for the
Yeah.
show, I
The
swear.
score, the way that the
Oh,
director is.
Well, it's also
directing
Robert
the-
Rodriguez too.
Well, yeah, I get that, but
You
still,
guys didn't?
the-
Did you guys know that though? It is Robert
Yeah.
Rodriguez. He also voices the voice of the mayor.
Mhm.
Oh
Yeah.
wow.
It's Robert Rodriguez's voice, which another Texas homeboy over there. I'm glad. I love me some Robert Rodriguez. I will support him no matter what, just because it's Robert Rodriguez. Even Spy Kids 4 sucked ass, but I still supported it, man. I still watched it on Netflix like 5
I
years
still
later.
watch my kids. Yeah.
Yeah, I
Spy
still watched
Kids,
it like
it's been a
I still
minute.
watched it like 5 years later on Netflix. It's
I
whatever,
went
but
to
still.
go to the movies, bro, to see that thing.
I wanted to when I was a kid, but then I was like, I'm glad I didn't, because when I finally watched it, I was like, no, I'm glad I didn't see this. I saw Spy Kids 3D in theaters. I was fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Even though I still think Spy Kids 2 is hands down the best one. You
Oh,
can fight me
100%.
on that. It's one of those
Yeah,
few movies
yeah.
where like the sequel is better than the first one, because the first one's
Yeah, I
it's
think-
entertaining. It's not as good though.
Honestly, like
Rips
the third
off
one kind
mustache.
of, like,
That's your uncle.
Yeah.
The
I'm
the
not your
third
uncle.
one kind of like slowly, like, I feel like it wasn't a disappointment, but it just kind of like
Mhm.
when the second one came out,
Feels forced.
it couldn't top. No, it just couldn't top the just Island of Dreams.
I still think the Island of Dreams is fantastic. The effects didn't help it. I will
Do you
agree
think
on
God
No.
lives in heaven, for he is scared of what he has created?
that. Yeah. But also Steve Buscemi, come on, man. You can't go wrong with Steve Buscemi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, back to Book of Boba Fett.
Yeah.
I think the best thing in general for the series is less is more.
Yeah.
100% with a lot of less is more, and I think it's just one of those things. It's like when you have less of something, you now want to crave like more of it. You want to consume more of whatever the direction they're going for a different series or video game or etc. So
Mhm.
I mean, they're doing a
I'm
fantastic
loving
job of.
that they're doing it slowly, though. Like, honestly,
Yeah.
they need to.
Well,
It's the
we
best way
need
to do it.
so much backstory as to what he's been doing for like the past freaking 10 years.
Yeah.
You know,
absolutely.
because the Mandalorian does take place. I want to say 10 years.
Kind of like in between. Everything is kind of like all.
Well,
in
no, it
between
takes place.
jump-
No, not 10. It's 3 years after Return of the Jedi. Like after like the Republic takes over, it's like 3 years after that. So we need filler. We need to be filled in as well. How did he escape the Sarlacc pit? Okay, cool, fantastic. We got that. Now, what was he doing for those 3 years until we saw him in episode, what was it, 2 of The Mandalorian?
I thought
Yeah.
it was 3.
Was it 3?
It was.
It was
Yeah, it was
3.
three
It was
of-
3, right? Yeah, it was episode 3. Which is honestly not my favorite episode of The Mandalorian, I'm not gonna lie.
No, I didn't say it was my favorite episode, but I'm
No.
pretty sure it was 3.
I don't think it was anybody's really. I don't really think it was anybody's favorite. It was the most fan servicey out of all of them.
Yeah.
Realistically, I mean, don't get me wrong. The last episode was pretty fan servicey too, but like of season 2. But like, I still think episode 3 was like the most fan servicey because like you have the snot-nosed little brat sitting in Han's chair, doing the Han pose. Then you also have it taking place on Tatooine. He lands in the same bay that Han was in. It's like, okay, we get it. Cool.
They're kind of trying. Hey, look, we're doing this for you guys. Look.
Yeah. Well, okay.
Alright.
It was still nice to see stuff like that.
I
but,
mean,
like,
it's
also-
cool to reminisce in the past, but when you're trying to,
when you
you're
do
really
it
trying to
so
make something new.
overtly.
like,
That's
yeah,
fine.
you're
Eh.
what I
pushing
get,
the-
like, I like. The thing is, like in a lot of shows that I watch, especially if it literally, goes off the movies, you see things like subtle, like hints and cues. It's like, I don't remember what movie, but the character, if they were basing this off the show, and the character was one of the main characters in the show, but he was also in the movie as like a side character,
Mhm.
and he came up to him and spoke to him and said something that happened in the show, and they didn't know what was going on. So I just leave it. I don't remember what show it was and what movie it was, but it's subtle stuff like this,
Yeah, Easter eggs.
It's kind of like also
Yeah,
GTA, like it's
There
the
are
same
so
thing.
many
mean,
Easter eggs in
It
GTA.
gives you an incentive to actually pay attention.
Oh,
not
my
just,
my monitor
you
almost
know-
fell off.
You know, and not just, you know, just watch it, to actually like be invested in something instead of just trying to like kind of like shove down memory lane and just kind of, you know, just give a little mystery. I mean, even then, like, even people hate a little bit of that, but at the same time you start to ask questions,
Yeah.
and then the more curious you are, the more you want to watch.
I will say this. And Shadow's gonna hate me for this. They're not trying to shove member berries down our throat like Matrix Resurrections did.
Oof. Oof.
Oh no, he's about to get a weapon. Yeah.
See, I do like that they are
Oh,
doing.
45.
Oh,
He's got the pan.
Nope, he's got the pan. He gonna go black mama
I do
on my
like
ass.
that Tatooine is being showed.
That's my fucking head.
Jesus. Oh dear God. Not only does he have the pan, he has the serving pan. He gonna serve me some pain. That's what he's gonna do.
Please never say that again.
Ah.
Please say that again.
You're saying please say that again?
If you're around
Please
long enough,
don't
you'll
say
hear
that
stuff like
again.
that, I promise you.
Yeah, he knows.
He's gonna do
this.
it regardless.
Yeah,
But I know.
he does. He knows me. We hung out way more than I would like to admit. No, way more than
any
probably
thoughts
you'd like
on
to
the
admit.
episode in general?
I'm trying to
if
keep it
anybody
vague
has seen it?
enough because he still hasn't seen the first two. Still hasn't seen the first
Gotcha.
two
I
episodes.
I can watch.
so-
It's on Disney Plus, isn't it?
Yeah. And they release every Wednesday.
So I can watch it like tonight. Honestly.
Yeah. They're not long episodes. They're only like
They're really
30
not long.
minutes.
You
Yeah, they're
just,
like
like,
30,
once you get, like,
35.
Yeah, I mean, even then, like, once you get dived in, like, at a certain point, you'll just be like, wait, is that it?
Yeah,
Did it
that's
just end?
kind of that's
you-
kind of how it is, for sure, 100%. But any more thoughts, comments,
But no,
concerns on the actual episode?
I do
Yeah, I
like that they did show more of what he is doing, and how he gets to where he is.
No, I 100% agree. I still think they need one more episode of flashbacks, and then we need to focus
100%.
on this. I think we need one more episode of flashbacks just to kind of show, like, oh, okay, we've gotten to the point where he gets the black robes, he gets to make his own stick, everything else like that. Cool.
Yeah.
Why did he start going after his armor? That's what I want to know. I still think
still
those
have a
Tusken Raiders are
feeling-
dead. I think they're
I-
dead.
Present.
Yeah.
I still have a feeling that we're still gonna get more Tusken, like, just flashbacks back and forth. I think still. I think just from what we learned from both episodes, I think it doesn't do justice to how long just the progress
He
of him
with them.
being over there.
Mhm.
Yeah.
No,
And
I
leading
agree.
up to him
The fact
retrieving
That
his
they
armor.
trust him enough to have all this and be inducted into
Mhm.
their culture.
Yeah. No, I agree. But if you guys are ready, we're gonna go ahead and go into SnodaQuicks.
We did lose Shadow, by the way.
I think he disconnected, but yeah.
He said, "I'm sick of y'all."
He said, I'm sick of this white ass motherfucker just saying shitting on Matrix. Yeah, he's probably saying he's yeah. No, he actually genuinely liked Matrix Resurrections, and I did not.
Oof.
I thought it was okay. It was
I
just
haven't seen
fine.
it yet.
It's fine.
Here's the personal opinion from a lot of people. Literally, if just that movie in general is not even supposed to be connected with all the other movies, so if you're gonna like it or want to like it, just forget about the other
The other
Matrix
movies.
movies.
I mean, it is
Really?
connected. It's connected to the
It
other
is
three movies, but
It is
like,
connected, but from what I've heard from a lot of hardcore fans, it's like, just don't compare it. You'll enjoy it more if you don't compare it.
well, yeah. If you don't
in general.
compare it, obviously, I went in with a fresh and open mind. I'm like, this is not gonna be the first one. I'm not gonna like it as much, but I will probably enjoy it on some ironic level. And I enjoyed the first half of it. The first half was interesting. It's whenever they finally got to the point where it's like, okay, we've rescued Neo. He's out of the Matrix. It's been 60 years.
With the blue pill.
Cool.
Neo was
What's
still
going
in
on?
Matrix the whole time?
Oh, why not the
Yeah.
red pill?
But, and then, okay,
Don't
so
taste
that's
like
it.
raspberries.
That's what happens, right? It's about halfway through the movie, and then it's like, well, we need to go get Trinity, and it's like, but why? It's like, well, it's Trinity. I'm like, yeah, but why? And it's like, oh no, there's a new architect. There's a new Matrix, but there's no war.
Yeah.
That, like, honest to God, the better movie would have been the freaking, like, line of dialogue that there was a civil war between the machines. That would have been the better movie. That would have been so much more interesting.
But do you think they're really going to go through with it?
No, they never did. They just, like, they show it, and then they show, oh yeah, machines are actually working with humans.
I mean, that's already a thing.
You know, well, no, I'm talking about, like, the machines in that world are already working with humans. Okay. So it's like, oh, okay, so there is kind of this, like, power dynamic. That's an interesting concept. There are interesting concepts in Matrix Resurrections. It's just too many member berries, and they do a certain number of things, like, with certain characters and how they come back. Morpheus is okay. It just doesn't feel like Morpheus, but it's fine. The guy who plays him does a really good job. But yeah, Agent Smith, how he comes back is super vague. I don't like it. The actor that got to play him, honestly, if he could have just been another agent, would have been perfectly fine. But no, he's Agent Smith, and it's like, I don't see Agent Smith, except for one line of dialogue where he's mimicking Hugo Weaving. Till then, no. That's it.
Yeah.
And it's nothing against the actor. The actor's fine. But, like, that's not Agent Smith. Because with Agent Smith, you need to be puckering your lips and always trying to steal a kiss with every other word. And speak poetically.
Jesus Christ.
Probably.
Okay,
That's how you
let's
do
move
Hugo
on.
Weaving's Agent Smith.
All right,
But anyways,
yeah.
on to SnodaQuicks.
Yeah.
So, SnodaQuicks, you guys know it. You guys love it. This is SnodaQuicks. This is where we get to talk about any topic, whether it is movie, TV show related, even video games. We can talk about it. It could be a topic that we've already brought up today. It could be a topic that we haven't brought up at all. It could be a topic that we brought up 3 years ago. Not that we've been around for 3 years, but still. This is SnodaQuicks, and since it is his first time, I'm going to go ahead and let Tyron over here pick a topic. What would you like to talk about, buddy?
Put me on the spotlight.
Abso-fucking-lutely.
So I did see something posted by GameSprout on Instagram that they were talking about Modern Warfare 2 2022 coming out, and that they were supposed to be making a their own version of Escape from Tarkov, kind of like a mode in that. Yeah, y'all played that game before?
Escape from Tarkov.
I've
It sounds
seen
familiar.
the gameplay. I know what you're talking about. It's a hell of a game, and it's addicting. At the same time, I know why they're doing it is because they're still keeping up kind of like the battle royale aspect.
And popularity reasons.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But my question, like, I don't know if y'all played old Modern Warfare is up to the new one.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
But what are y'all expectations for Modern Warfare 2022?
Here's the
I
thing.
thought they
Apparently that's
were
supposed to be what it's
redoing
called.
it to where they weren't doing one every year.
No. Activision's
No,
still doing
that's a
one
lie.
every year. They've
Yeah.
literally already announced that Modern Warfare 2, the new one, is going to be the next game.
That's the 2022 one. That's the one.
Yeah. Modern
Yeah.
Warfare 2 2022.
But
Here's-
they really
I'll
should
Making
be
Modern
adding.
Warfare 2 for multiplayer and everything? Is that what they're doing for 2022?
I mean, that's what the Escape from Tarkov
That's
type thing
assumption.
is. But the thing is that they're trying to induce battle royale to a level it's getting on my nerves.
They
Here's
just
the
need to
they've done
stop
it-
with the battle royale.
Once
I agree.
Warzone was introduced, I was like, good. Just keep it as it is. It was fine.
Mhm.
Then they had to, add the seasons, battle pass. You throw in another map, Cold War, boom, another map.
Mhm.
Now this new map.
And now you
Cold
got a new
Air.
map, Pacific, and now we got the new one coming in, freaking Escape from Tarkov type, crap. I'm like, bro, just throw in, you know what? Let's throw in North Korea because that's exactly what it's going towards.
Yeah.
Make it
Well,
North
if
Korea.
if they're gonna do that, I mean, why not? I mean, new modern things instead of the '60s and World War II type shit.
Yeah, but
I
I
mean, here's
don't
the
think
thing.
they're gonna listen to their fans at all. In
No,
my
they
opinion.
haven't listened to their
really
fans so
don't
far
listen
just
to 'em.
yet. Except minus the
I mean,
10-year-olds that
here-
are like, ooh, more Battle Royale, please.
I mean, here's the thing in general, from coming from the man's mouth in general, from even when they released the new Modern Warfare.
Mhm.
As soon as the Battle Royale started getting popular and all these streamers and all this, competition esports and all these other things started bumping them up, more eyes were on that specific mode in general, they came out with a statement, and I quote, they're only focusing on Battle Royales from now on.
Oh, Lord.
Because of
Fuck.
how much they have made. Granted, they're still gonna focus on also storytelling and all their other jazz, but
That's
I
what
think
makes the game.
multiplayer in a whole, they have abandoned multiplayer in general. Just,
Like literally, multiplayer and single player made the Call of Duty games where
Okay.
they were.
yeah,
What they
To be
need
fair.
do.
To be fair, Warzone when it first came out was actually pretty fucking dope. I'm not gonna lie.
it was fun.
It was
It
fun.
was,
It was
pretty
fun to a
decent.
It was fun to a point
Now it's
until
boring.
it
Same thing.
it not just got boring, but also the fact that a bunch of streamers and a bunch of content creators were struggling to even wanting to play because of all these internet issues and server issues, and also
Hacker
the
issues.
obvious reason, the hackers.
Yeah.
I mean, when at a certain point, I mean, half of the creative team, like content creators from YouTube and Twitch, I mean, most of them all play on PC. So I mean, obviously, if you take away, their server or their like space of being able to have fun
Mhm.
and being bombarded with a bunch of hackers, I mean, you got to just suck out the fun and content of it in general as a content creator. Just me looking at it in that aspect.
Now that being said, whenever it does come to battle royales, I'm not necessarily tired of them. I will still play battle royale. I don't want to always play it, but I will still play it. Like I'll play Fortnite, I'll play Warzone. I'll play that shit. But I will not play it by myself. I will play it with friends. That is the only way that I do it.
That makes it
Yeah.
fun.
However, that
Yeah.
being said, and you're gonna hate me for this, I would love to see a Halo Infinite Battle Royale. I'm just saying, Halo
All right,
Infinite
Dr.
Battle Royale.
Disrespect, calm down.
No. Here's the thing. I'm not pulling off
I
of
don't
Dr.
like
Disrespect. I'm
listening
actually
to him.
technically going off what the Ackman said. So the Ackman has, and he was responding to the Dr. Disrespect. I'm not saying that Halo Infinite needs a battle royale. I'm saying I would like to see a battle royale, but not be the main focus. I would
Here's the
like
thing.
to see one. I don't need one though.
Honestly, in my opinion, I think Call of Duty needs to go back to their original roots and not make a game every year. They need to make a solid game, because all their games that they've been putting out and just pushing and
They're just
pushing their
reskins of the
people-
original game.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They need to go back and do something to where they can have a thought of, hey, this is maybe what people would like to see, and produce it every like 3 to 5 years.
Well, and here's the other thing too, is Call of Duty has essentially been, they have not missed a single year release date since freaking Ghost.
Yeah, and even
Like,
then, we
since
still are missing
Ghost.
Ghost 2. We're still missing Ghost 2.
That's because Ghost
Like,
wasn't
here-
exactly that popular, and they've kind of abandoned that
Yeah.
idea. Don't get me wrong, I actually genuinely like Ghost.
I love
I
the
like
story
the
mode.
story
Like,
mode
let's
in
see what
that.
happens. For
But
Ghost,
honestly, I
let's-
remember their
what happens with
multiplayer
it.
got trashed, and they patched the hell out of it. They finally actually made it work, but like their multiplayer got trashed. No,
I'm
not
gonna lie, when I
not
got
since
my hands
Ghost.
on it,
Advanced Warfare was the last
Yeah.
game,
Yeah.
like
I was
because there
gonna
was like
say,
2 to 3 years
Ghost
between
wasn't-
those two games. But then from Advanced Warfare,
Well,
it went to
If you think
everything
about
else.
it was at least 2 years between the first Call of Duty, which was in 2003,
Yeah,
and Call of Duty 2, which is in 2005.
exactly.
There's 2 years, like,
Yeah,
and those were solid games.
they were. Call of Duty War at War was one of my favorites as well. But
I think a lot of people's OG favorite. That was the first game that came out. I mean, like, in the
yeah,
sense of like multiplayer, feeling like prestige and going through all that multiplayer shit.
yeah.
But here's the
Technically.
thing too.
It was
They-
since Call of Duty 2.
hmm
They had released one every year.
Really, since Call of
They
Duty 2?
have-
Yes.
They have to fix this issue, which is not just me speaking out about it, but everybody who's played COD have this issue. Is they need to come up with something creative to get to a point, because there's a certain point of, yes, they should go back to their old routes and stuff, but there's only so much you can do whenever you have limited amount of prestige. Like at a certain point, people are gonna have the same issues of like, well, okay, I just hit max prestige, or I hit all my guns gold or whatever, I'm done.
Yeah.
So it's like,
From Call
I
of
think
Duty
they need.
2000 or
I think
2005.
they just need to step back
Mhm.
and just go through all the material that they've created and start tinkering and
No,
you
I
know
agree.
not say anything, because honestly, with them like showing more and more of all this new stuff, I think they just need to go silent. As much as it's kind of like
Absolutely, they didn't do.
studio, as much as it's kind of sounding like studio suicide, gaming suicide in a sense, which they shouldn't do, but I mean, at this point of where they're going, because they're only like staying alive because of transactions. I mean, at the end of the day,
Microtransactions is the key to any game at this point in life.
I will say this, and this is mostly a comedy video, but if you guys follow Flash Gets, they did something with Halo Infinite. You know exactly which video I'm talking about. It's basically they did the Last Temptation of Christ, whatever. Like it's like Halo 4 is the devil, and Halo Infinite is Christ basically. And there's a point where it's like all the big titty streamer girls will love you if you do this, and this, and it's like, no, be gone, Satan. And then it's like all that fun stuff, and then he's like, was I good? And you just see Halo 1, 2, and 3 carrying him, and he's like, yes, you were a martyr. A lot of 30-year-old men are very happy right now. And then basically you see him on the cross, and like the citizens are like a bunch of like kids. It's like, this has no battle pass, this has no battle royale, and you just see like they stab him, and he's just it's actually kind of true. Like Halo Infinite died for our sins so we can get good games from now on.
Like, don't get me wrong, I do love the battle pass system, because it's kind of fixing what another problem in the gaming industry, which I can hit on, with loot boxes. Loot boxes have always, like when they first introduced, from whether that be Overwatch or whether that be COD or even Rocket League, because I was in all three. And it got to a point to where a lot of people were starting to be concerned. A lot of states were being concerned because kids were not honestly understanding, or
well, loot boxes was gambling anyways, and that's the reason why they got in a lot of legal trouble with it.
Well, yeah, that's what I was going on to, referring to the whole reason why loot boxes got rid of them is because the Game Pass, I mean, at least shows you what you're buying for.
Yeah, exactly.
One game that did it right, and it's just kind of, guys, chill out. Anyways, now I thought.
One game that did it right, yeah,
was it's Plants vs Zombies. And instead of just having random loot boxes, they'll give you decks basically, where you can it'll guarantee you a character, and it's not gambling. The rest is just basically random.
Yeah,
it's random stuff, and they'll even say you're not guaranteed this and this and this, but for this legendary pack you are guaranteed this character specifically.
Yeah.
So.
All right.
I mean, that was
okay.
But I was like, I think all in all, just to kind of end this topic, they just selling points. They need to go dark. They need to just start looking at what's been working and what hasn't been working. Whether that is continuing the battle royale, they need to fix it.
Right.
One way or another, improvise or amplify it. And I think in general, a lot of game developers need to do this more often.
I agree.
General.
Focus on a game for 2 to 3 years, then start focusing on a new one. But that being said, Gallows, do you have anything that you would like to bring up for SnodaQuicks?
No, I got nothing on.
All right. Miranda?
I know you guys talked about it already, but
That's
I
not.
wasn't
No,
here.
that's fine.
Oh.
Yeah,
I would like to talk about the reunion of Harry Potter.
the Return to Hogwarts.
Hey.
I figured you were
Yep.
gonna bring that up. Yeah,
You know me so well.
I do.
Though. But
If it's
I
not
was
Pokemon or Harry Potter,
honestly-
you're not gonna talk about it.
Honestly, I was genuinely surprised that there was a few people that I kind of expected
Mhm.
to be shown more in the or at least have like them have talking points and them be there that there weren't. Like I was surprised, bad with actor names, but Maggie Smith wasn't there, and I understand like her having cancer and everything
Mhm.
and why she wasn't there, but like I would have loved to see her.
Right.
Judy Dench, like
Judy Dench was in Harry Potter.
or not, or Julie, was it Julie Walters? The one who played
It's
Molly
probably-
Weasley.
Oh, her. I thought she did show up.
No.
Yeah.
No? Yes, she
She was
did, didn't she?
not. No. She
Okay.
did not.
Okay.
And then the actor who took over for Dumbledore.
Oh,
And I understand
I know
he
his
has-
name.
Yeah.
Michael
I
Gambon.
kn- Yeah, Michael Gambon.
Mhm.
I understand he has medical issues, but like that was actually honestly quite a little bit of surprise that, he wasn't there.
By the way, Michael
think-
Gambon also played Arthur for a very split second in Kingsman Golden Circle. Before he got blown, he literally just I was, oh, fuck, and then he's done.
I think it was more of like a safety precaution type thing. I think
Mhm.
everybody would have loved to have both of them there, but because of their sickness, I think they just and their ages too.
Yeah.
For one or the other, but I just think I think is just a smarter choice of like, I think they can sacrifice this kind of like reunion in order for them to stay healthy in case
Mhm.
they do an offset reunion, like something that's more private. And I
Mhm.
mean, even then, I think at the end of the day, I think they just made a better choice for
Honestly,
Yeah.
though,
Oh, have you guys
I
heard the
was
controversy
very-
though? That one of the pictures that they show of a young Emma Watson is not Emma Watson. It's Emma. What's her name from Scream Queens?
Yes, I know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
Emma Roberts.
Stone.
Emma Roberts, I believe her name is Emma Roberts. Yeah, Emma Roberts. It's a picture of Emma Roberts, and a lot of people called it out. And Warner Brothers has actually said no, they're fixing it now. Like I think the newest version should be up by now, because now they're fixing it. They found a better picture.
I got y'all lacking that bad.
Yeah. Well, no, and they even said this like it was. We found a bunch of photos, and I guess someone got that photo. They looked up the wrong name and just went with it.
No, but I was happy that Robbie Coltrane was there.
Robbie
Like,
Coltrane. I,
loved-
think it wouldn't have been the same
I
without him
love
there.
Hagrid. Like,
Yeah, Hagrid's. I
Yeah.
think Hagrid's
Happy
everybody.
about-
So, like,
I was
think
also
everybody liked
happy
Hagrid.
that Gary Oldman and my
Oh,
boyfriend
yeah.
he didn't realize that Gary Oldman was actually Sirius Black.
I'd
I
known
learned
that. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
But, like some of his roles that he does, like sometimes you don't even realize that.
No,
he
there's a
is-
handful that he isn't, and you know.
Oh,
Yeah.
my dad. I can't remember who it was. I think my dad or my mom or both of them. They were like, "Wait, Gary Oldman was Sever."
It was Sirius Black. Yeah.
They're like,
But I
And then
also
they
liked.
started-
I loved when they did Helena
Bonham
Bonham
Carter.
Carter with Gary Oldman, and she's like,
Yeah.
"I killed you, didn't I?" Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
Like that was like
Yeah.
that. Literally, like I was like, "Oh my!"
I will say
God.
this: it pains me on how old they look now. Like Helena Bonham Carter, especially.
yeah.
Like
Still looks
Gary
good, though, for
Oldman,
her
she
age.
still looks good for her age, but Gary Oldman looks really old. I mean, his last name is starting to ring true. Robbie
Yeah.
Coltrane, I think always kind of looked a little old, but they had the
I
beard and
did
everything.
like what he had to say though about how, like his kids will show his grandkids and they'll show their grandkids even if I'm not around. Like that actually hit like
Yeah.
hard for me when he said that.
Oh, but that's a
Like,
sweet moment, though.
No, it was a very sweet moment, but it was like, don't cry.
Yeah. I will say this: my favorite little gag was he's wearing the beard, and it was a behind-the-scenes thing. And he's like, I've tried everything, and they couldn't get the beard off. And it's like, my husband has even threatened to leave me, and I'm like, I didn't know Robbie Coltrane was gay before that, by the way. So like, I was like, oh, okay,
You
cool.
didn't know that?
No.
Oh,
I never knew he was gay.
Yeah.
That's the thing I thought.
I did.
Shadow had to tell
I
me.
100% knew.
Yeah, in the
like,
first episode of the new year, he was the one who told us. I didn't even know that either.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. So there you go. I mean, it
honestly,
doesn't
like,
surprise me though. There's a few things I'm like, yeah. No, that
one
makes
of my
sense.
favorite actors.
Yeah.
It doesn't surprise you. It's kind of like it's adorable
Yeah.
yeah.
because it's just like yeah.
But that would have been
it's-
cool to see Michael Gambon there. That would have been nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely Molly
Yeah,
Weasley
no.
would have been nice.
No, there's a
Their
few people
dad,
that
though.
I really wish. Yes, no, like there's a lot of people I wish that they would have brought back.
I
for
also-
this reunion, but I understand.
I also
gonna say-
forgot that Uncle
Maybe.
Vernon is dead. Like his actor's
I
been
don't-
dead.
I know. I like they're like when they were doing like the like I didn't realize so many like actors
has
from
died,
the movies
yeah.
were dead, and I'm like,
Yeah.
what?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, a lot of them
Marissa?
passed away.
Like, oh.
I mean, I knew Richard Harris was dead. Like I knew he was dead.
I mean, I
like,
knew Alan
he was
Rickman
dead.
was dead because like
Well, yeah, everybody knew Alan Rickman
Alan
was gone.
Rickman, still one of the greatest of all time.
Mhm.
You know, his portrayal of Snake, you know,
Snape.
and just and not just Snake, but just his other like work in general.
most people don't realize Alan Rickman didn't start acting till he was in his 30s.
Yeah, his first on-screen presence was Die Hard. He was mostly known for stage acting.
Yeah. he
Yeah.
did
Like
live.
theater acting, it was yeah.
Yeah, he was mostly known for stage, and he still is mostly known for stage. It's just he's also now mostly known for Snape because of a lot of us Potterheads.
Yeah.
But that being said, I still think it's perfect casting because honestly, Alan Rickman was kind of typecasted as the villain 9 times out of 10. So I think it was
Wasn't,
definitely
though.
perfect
If you
casting.
if you look at it,
for
he
Snape.
was not a villain.
But a lot of his most famous roles, he is a villain.
Oh no, I'm not saying that he's not. I'm
No,
just
yeah.
saying like
Well, no, I'm just saying I think
If
that's
you-
why it was perfect casting because everybody just, even for those who hadn't read the books and knew, everybody's like, oh yeah, Snape's obviously, he's up to something. And then when you get to
Yeah,
the final
everybody
book,
was
it's like,
always like-
oh, like even as a kid, I
Snape
felt
was
for
up
that.
to hitting Harry and freaking Ronald in the back of the head when they were doing something stupid in his class.
Yeah, that's
I
true.
loved it. Like that literally
And the,
brought me
mu-
joy.
Yeah.
the best
Yeah.
part is, I don't know if that was by pure accident or on purpose, but they cued the music to the beat of him hitting their heads together. It's funny
Yeah,
as hell.
it is. That's pretty funny.
It was
Yeah.
like,
Yes,
It
yeah.
was-
That had to be an editing
And
choice,
I know
man.
like 2 other movies that I really enjoyed Alan Rickman in was like Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
and when he was in Alice in Wonderland and played the caterpillar.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Upsilon, yeah.
Yeah.
Did you also know that he played the sheriff in Nottingham in Robin Hood's
In-
Prince of Thieves
Yes, I did.
with Kevin Costner, who tried to do a
Mhm.
British accent for the first 5 minutes and then gave up halfway through the movie. Anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would give up too, because I suck at doing that.
Oh, I can do British
And he-
accents
I
okay,
do
but
believe
mine eventually
was
does
in
go away.
Wasn't he in Sweeney Todd as well?
Yes, he was in Sweeney Todd. He plays the villain.
But,
My
like,
point.
he did.
My
try
point.
to
The villain is
do-
Sweeney
My
I know it's way off
point.
topic, but
Yeah. Anyways,
But I mean, they did a good job.
oh yeah.
I
no, I was
mean,
very
like,
happy
I
with
mean,
it.
even in the first like movie, you
Mm.
like already question like his
You're already
loyalty and
questioning
stuff
Snape,
because-
yeah.
Yeah, like
He's
like,
dressed
it's
like a
just
villain,
prominent,
he
like,
acts like a villain.
Just a specific scene that always
He's
pops in
ominous
my
as
head
all hell.
is when Harry's doing Quidditch for the first time, and
Mhm.
you know, he's like, you don't realize it. You think it's just Snape, the one who's trying to curse Harry.
Well, they
but
even
in
make a
reality,
line
he's
in that
actually-
because I've rewatched the first 3 so far. They even made a line and it's like, wait, Snape was trying to protect me, and it's like,
Yes.
yeah. I was like, oh, okay, I'd never noticed that as a kid.
So, tidbit for me.
Go ahead.
The movies was not the first time I actually, knew of Snape. I knew him from. I grew up reading the books. My parents read the books to me as a kid. So, growing up, like I know a whole lot more about the Harry Potter universe than I probably should.
Yeah.
I know so
Fair
many
point, yeah.
random stupid facts that I shouldn't. Like, that's what my
what
brain is
was the
consistent
thing
of.
that Hermione put together for elves? Was
Oh,
what
she
was it
made
called?
the protection agency spew.
Spew? Yeah. Yeah, I
I
remember
told you, I
that.
know.
Yeah. But no, okay, so
But-
fun fact about casting that I did learn through the Return to Hogwarts special. Apparently, Jason Isaacs went in for he tried out originally for the role of Gilderoy Lockhart, which I did not
Yes.
know.
Oh, I knew
That would have been interesting. Don't
I
get me
would've
wrong.
loved to see that.
Yeah, don't get me
I
wrong.
would've-
I love Kevin, what's his name? I know it's Kevin something. He's mostly known as a director. What is his name? I know his name because he also did Murder on the Orient Express and is doing Death of the Nile. Kenneth Branagh. There it is.
No,
Kenneth Branagh.
heard you talk Harry Potter.
Yeah, what's up? What did you say, Shadow?
I was making a joke
Yeah.
about her hearing us talk about Harry Potter.
Yeah.
No, this is my topic, so I don't
Yeah,
care.
yeah. No, that's what he's saying. He's like, of course you're talking about Harry Potter. Anyways, to kind of wrap this up, yeah, you can still check out the Harry Potter Return to Hogwarts special on HBO Max.
I've seen it 5 times.
I need to still completely watch it. I haven't fully sat down and watched it yet. But that being said,
Except JK Rowling.
yeah. So, does anybody else have a topic that they would like to bring up for SnodaQuicks?
Trying to think of something real fast because I had something.
No, alright, let's end this shit.
All right, you got 30 seconds.
Yeah, we're good. We can end it. It's
Okay,
fine.
Shadow,
Fine.
you got
I'll
anything?
do it next time.
I'm good.
All right. Maybe about the fact that you want to kick my ass for bad mouthing Matrix Resurrections. Anyways, that being said, this has been SnodaCast episode 2. Or sorry, is this episode? This is episode 2, right? Episode 2? Yeah, I think
Episode 2
we're on
of
episode
the
2.
year,
Yeah, episode 2, season 3. I have been your host, BlackShot56, and I have been joined by Shadow, Binks,
It's,
Diamond Assassin, Gallows, and Alto 97 baby, and I have been BlackShot